So, crazy orchid people, guess what? I'm back, and yeah, I'm gonna start making videos again. I am so sorry, but things are a little bit different now. My collection's a little bit different. Let me show you what is happening, and yeah, so I'll do like a year almost, I'm kidding, so about 6-month update since I made a video last probably. So let me see what I have, and then an update on what I had before and what I have now, and a few little different arrangements for so last time it was like cats and dead durablums. Now it's more Masdevallias and Draculas, and how I'm going to show you is how they live in my house and not in a greenhouse, which I'm in the midst of figuring out a greenhouse. But for now, I want to show you how and what and where and when and how everything's been doing. Alright, so let's take you into my collection. So, excuse me as I flip this around. Okay, so I don't know what you think of this, but this is Pinocchio. Everybody loves Pinocchio. This is Paphiopedilum Pinocchio, and this is a Bubophyllum. And I'm gonna, it's a really, really, really long name, so here, let me know if you can read all that. It's Bubophyllum Saltron and it's a cross, a variety between Albacitillatum goat. I don't know if I know about the goat thing, but aren't those cool? They look like little people with fuzzy purple skirts. I should have brought a paper. But I mounted a few things. This is my Cattleya George Hardy. It's a little miniature. It was in bloom. I will post some pictures. If you follow orchid lovers, orchid growers and lovers of Canada on my Facebook page or Facebook group, you will see a lot of these blooms. My little Elizabeth Ann buckleberries, they're mounted. Now with mounted and indoors, you have to spray them twice a day. I do, in the morning and at night. Stanhopea, it's got a few more leaves since you guys seen it last. I don't have as many Stanhopeas because I left some out in the sun, and yeah, let's just say it got really dry in the summer, and I'm a type of person, I only water with rainwater. And yeah, I was really reluctant because it didn't rain for almost 60 days. So it was really, really harsh. Another thing, I got into growing the miniatures. And, ooh, I like this guy. I just mounted it. So I got a few plants from Ecuador when they were here at our show for a really good price. This one is one of my favorite. Asprohontis, whatever. To me, it's a form of a Cattleya. But it's getting really dry and wrinkly, and that is from lack of roots. Because they came from Ecuador, when I unwrapped them, they were in sphagnum moss. A lot of them, the roots were just dead. They just broke off. So I've been constantly watering that one, keeping it moist, trying to get growth and fertilizer a little bit. So, oh, I gotta show you this. This is my Dendrobium microchip. Remember when one of my first or second videos, I had just gotten this from the Orchid Show in Vancouver, and it was half the size. Now I have not divided this puppy at all, and we've got 5 spikes coming out of it. So we got that one right there, that one, that one, that one, and that one. 5 spikes, people. Or, I'm going to call you people, orchid lovers. And then, this I'm going to divide. So, if you follow me on my group, there's also a Sales and Trade for Canada now, a group that got started. So I'm going to start dividing some of these guys. This is a really unique Pathiopedilum. I'll have to put the name because I lost the tag and it's here somewhere, and it broke actually because it was so old and brittle. But I have to redo it. And this is my Lepenthes. It kind of goes good. This is called Lepenthes Maxima. It does okay in here. As you can see, I have it in a container within a container. And I just have this with water. And then, of course, I water it from the top with rainwater. Never fertilizers with any carnivorous plants. And then this is my Millingtonia. Instead of blooming, it just likes to grow and grow. And then my Dendrobium Nestor. And then this is a neat Dendrobium. Isn't this guy cool? I didn't know how to pot him because he was just like really crooked and he wouldn't stand up straight. Do you see that branch right there? So I was like, oh, I'll mount him. And yeah, he hangs upside down better than not. And see this puppy. This is a Shamberkia through Thomasanian. I didn't say that right, I know. But I've always wanted one. And for Christmas, we had our Christmas party last week. And I won it on the silent auction. Yes! For me. And then this is a Maxima that I got from Ecuador. It's one of the plants that I got because I helped out for the show. And I got it for dirt cheap. Cattleya Maxima Hector. This is the really dark pinky purple one. Oh, I wanted it so bad, and it's so healthy. It had a little bit of bad roots, but not much. But this was another one that that I got from Ecuador that had really bad roots. This is Lila Sinacoriana. And yeah, its roots were terrible. This was my Maxima. It came in bloom. It only had 2 blooms. Very disappointing. That is just Cattleya Maxima. No variety, no anything. And then this was my, these things grow like weed. BC, Brassavola Cattleya Mica Miami. And yeah, it bloomed. It had 5 blooms. They were nice, but very short-lived. And then this was disappointing. This is my Lila Anceps. This one is Alba. And it was going to bloom, and something happened. And anyways, so leaf came out crinkly. So it grew another leaf, which is nice. Which I'm hoping, because Lila Anceps takes like 9 months to develop its flower. So I'm hoping that it'll look better. And then this is the one that I got when I had my Vanda. This was a Cattleya seedling. And about last year I mounted it. And look at the size of it now. Holy crap. It just grows like a bad lead, but it's still a young plant. It has not bloomed for me. Here. And I've got a few new neat things, which I'm going to have to do in 2 videos. Because, so, this is a south window. So, here in the open, which have nothing on top shelves, these are all my Cattleyas that like super bright light. So, they are right here. I do have another Cattleya that really needs a lot of light, but I haven't figured out what to do with it quite yet. Because it's gigantic. So this is a Slogeny. First I didn't know what it was, and I had it mounted and it was just like drying out. It wasn't doing great. Now what I did now is that I put it in here with some moss, and now I'm trying to get the roots to grow better. And then I'd like to put it in a basket, because I've seen these guys in baskets and they looked really, really, really good. And this is a Presteria pendula. And Ecuador has some really unique orchids. And it looked different, and it had 2 gigantic leaves, and they just kind of fell off. So, but it's growing a new guy, so we're doing good here. It came in moss. I don't think it likes the moss, but it's in there for now. And this is my Catalina Green Genie. Remember last year? I had some pictures of it. I don't know if I made a video of it, but it had 6 buds last year and it only has 5. I am not impressed, but we're going to get there. And then this is Catalina, or this is Brassavola. I believe it's Little Stars Crossed. Anyway, this is Yellowbird. It is so nice. Love it. That is from Paramount, and it needs repotting. So, now that we're back in business, I will repot it with you guys. Brassavolas are fun. I love their stalks. They're so, you know, they kind of remind me of, what do you want to call it? Oh, the name's gonna come across, but the miniature version of this guy. And I have one, it's called Bicolor. Oh, what the heck's the name? Oh, it'll come to me. Anyways, and this is a gigantic mess. But it had a bloom sheet, and I'm sorry it died. It was Princess Belle and Diggy Bayan. And yeah. Oh, gotta love your Maxillaria variabilis. Love it. And then, so, here's my Draculas. This is Dracula whatnot. I don't know how much they like it here. I've got the window open a bit. I spray them 3 times a day, lightly. And then, of course, a good watering every few days. The only thing is the humidity sucks. But with the window and the heat and the mixture, I also have a fern here. So these ones seem to be okay here. Now, I did get a tranium. So the ones that are in the tranium are the ones that humidity, because they love the humidity of Draculas. And yeah, the flowers come out. The smaller flowers are easier with no humidity. The larger flowers need that humidity to open and develop the flowers. Otherwise, they grow the flower spikes and then they just die. Remember my staghorn fern? Look at the size of this puppy. Isn't it gorgeous? I have a phalaenopsis. Here's my Maxillaria tenuifolia. Looking the same as it does always. Has not given me any blooms. They're really hard to bloom. And then my epidendrum. Oh, I've been getting into epidendrums. Oh, they drive me nuts. I love them. I don't know why. They kind of remind me of like weeds, you know. I'd love to have a garden full of them in the tropics. But anyways, here is Cattleya Lulu with Cattleya Maikai. So it's a smaller version of Maikai. And then I got this guy at the same time as the Dendrobium microchip about, you know, a year and a half ago. I did a video on it. Look at this guy. It's a miniature dancing lady. This thing has grown like crazy, like a bad weed. I've never divided it, but that is one I'm going to divide. It is so cute. It's like little Oncidium dancing ladies. So here's some other neat plants, which I'm going to post some for sale because I don't know too much about it. It's Christinella. I've got a couple of those. And then this is a cool dendrobium. Quentens. I butchered it. And then, I don't know if you remember the Kingianum that I mounted, but anyways, it seems to love it. So here's another called Plastic Doll Epidendrum. And then the Epidendrum, the bright red cinnamon one. And then another dendrobium, which is Dendrobium Shana lactis, I think. Anyways, it's growing like a bradweed. And I love it. It's another miniature dendrobium. So here's some Pathiopedilums with low light. Fragopeniums in the front, Pathiopedilums at the back. This is like a shelf, and it seems to work really good. This is the lighting that it gives, so it filters it down here. Also, the Phalaenopsis brine, I'm just kidding, the Platrana or whatever, Placera. Anyways, it is growing and just won't stop growing. But it's got 2 flower spikes, so it likes me, I guess. And then, of course, I divided last year by Cattleya. Oh. Anyways, it's a species. You can tell by looking at it. I'm sorry, I'm bad with names today. It's just I'm nervous to make a video. Isn't that terrible? Nervous to make a video? Then don't be on YouTube if you're nervous. But you know, it's actually more nervous because I haven't made a video in a long time. So as you can see, I've always had that window open a crack. So here's another Fragopenium. Now down here is where I keep the Masdevallias because it's cooler. And a Kinganum, a couple of Masdevallias. So Masdevallias do not like it hot. I have a book and it's really good. It's by Timber Express. It's a Masdevallia book. Timber Express is the publisher. A lot of good information about Masdevallias, but growing indoors, clay pots will keep them cool as well as keep the moisture in and stuff. So I'll usually about 90% of my Masdevallias are all in pots. This is a cool guy, which I thought. This is another Ecuadorian. This is a Scrapahosia. And they're really cool. The flowers on them are so unique. And they've got this strange flower spike. And it just keeps growing flowers and flowers. So don't ever cut that spike off. It's a sequential bloomer. Yeah, that was the word. Some more Masdevallias and some Repsterias. Another Masdevallia. A couple of them. And then my bigger Masdevallias. So, and then I brought my pitcher plant in for the winter. Oh, Chihuahua puppy I had. Oh my goodness, it ate my plant. It ate my pitcher plant that had wasps and everything in it. Shoot the bloody thing. It also ate one of my miniature Dendrobium bellatulum. Remember that one? Oh, it freaking ate the whole plant. All of it. Even the cane. All I found was a mushed part. Oh my goodness. And anyways, let's get to this. This is the Orchid Tranium. And then I'm going to show you the rest of the house. I've been too long. And let's make a part 2 now. Alright, take care and we'll get back to you. Love you guys. Bye.